told you not to do no sin no more. I guess
fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying, and I'm saying fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sean, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying, and I'm saying fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people drop like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, the bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying, and I'm saying fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit. I know you sick of it too, man. Money supposed to be a tool, but what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out Boom Man now.
Fair enough.
Push your position.
I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let her fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be slow. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this. Bada bing, I popped the least suspect. I start all my crowns, ring and necklace. Do what the men above had taught me. Hey, you say I play too hot, no coffee. I had to change my life like this, yeah. I'm taking life for what it is, yeah. Quit acting blind, you need some lenses. Abiding by the damn scriptures, hey. I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let her fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be slow. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this. I've been up, 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 I've been up. Quit the fuck, show me love, I need love. Don't wanna leave me, yeah. I'm mixing up my damn problems. I'm mixing out all of that violence. If you with me, we on that fly. like shit. To all these worldly bastards round us, I say, I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, me like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this.
That's right. Shalom, DC, with Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yahanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible. Hold on, you did it wrong. The truth of the Bible, that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, and that our oppressor, the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
We're not affiliated with any other Christian church or Hebrew Israelite group. 1 West is home of the truth. If it's not under Commanding General Yahanna, it is not the truth.
That's right.
Today I'm gonna talk about something. It's so much to talk about. I had another bullet in the chamber that just totally pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? I was going to channel the spirit of the Mad Gadite. You know what I'm saying? Our Watcher.
Yes, sir.
Them stinking Hamites, man. I saw a podcast. This is not the topic, but I just got to get this off my chest. This might be my next camp speaking, or we're going to talk about it next week. But I was looking at this podcast, and they use these two stinking, dirty Hamites was talking about us essentially. You know what I'm saying? How Black Americans are, lazy. You know what I'm saying? We're shiftless. We all if they came over here, they were told to stay away from us, or they would just become baby mamas and whatnot. And there are so many advantages because once they came over here, you know what I'm saying, they got ahead of us. But all that was by design. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's so much to talk about, but like I said, that's another round in the chamber. I'm a save. Then I'm gonna go in on them. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Then I'm gonna go in on them. But tonight we're gonna talk about horrible decisions.
That's it.
And I said it purposefully like that. Horrible decisions. We can ill afford to. You see how I said that? I got that from Starship Troopers. we cannot afford to be making these horrible decisions.
Right.
Before I start, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and light this up.
That's right.
And light this up.
Mm-hmm.
You know who has is like kind of known for torches?
Ooh.
Benjamin.
Oh, goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever they're in the dance hall, they just hold the torches, the little regular cigarette lighters be, about to burn the place down. You know what I'm saying? Man, I like how the way that look.
That's it.
I like how the way that sound. You know what I'm saying?
Glorious sound.
Let me see it. Let me see if the audience can get a whiff of that sound. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
I know what I just said didn't make any sense, but it made perfect sense. Yeah, exactly. Y'all understood what I said. I know y'all heard that. Let me get up underneath there. Pause. Now, I don't know whose idea it was to get this thing, but this thing got right.
That's it. Damn right.
That's it. It's cold. It's red hot.
That's it.
Now we can get this party started right.
That's it.
If there's any questions online or in the class, go ahead and raise your hand. If there's any question in the class, raise your hand. We can get it rocking like that. Any questions online, go ahead, type your question in online, and we're gonna get it rocking and rolling.
That's it.
There's no, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say there's no stupid questions, but there can be ignorant ways of asking the question.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So be mindful of how you ask the question.
Right. Yep.
So if anybody has any questions online, go ahead and type that thing in the chat.
That's it.
Until then, we're going to talk about some of our superstars who made horrible decisions.
Right.
I can't really. What's that?
I said, get him.
I can't really blame them because before I came into the UPK, I made a number of horrible decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I made it, but so I can't be laughing.
Yo, right?
I can't be, man. It's just so disgusting. Like damn, damn. Like really,
Yep.
really. We're talking about Cardi B. The B stands for bitch, and Offset,
Yep.
and whoever that nasty nigga was that laid with Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be a low down, nasty, rotten summer to do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Give me that scripture where it says, it's better to live on a corner of a house. I believe that's in Psalms.
Let's see.
Proverbs, probably. I think it's a Proverbs. Proverbs. Damn, I have the whole chapter.
I'm about to say, there's a few examples. You got the one that's in the Apocrypha where to say that it's
No, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna not the Apocrypha. We're going. I got that. But in Proverbs, yeah, it's better to live in a corner of a house. I believe it's Proverbs. Let's see. There's a lot in Proverbs. Let me look at this one.
I think it is Proverbs 21:9.
Let me hear it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 9. It is better
That's it.
to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
Man, it's better to live in a corner of a house. You know what I'm saying? And the roof, just way on the other side where it's in the summertime is real hot and the wintertime is real cold.
Right.
And when it's raining out, it's raining. When it's snowing, you know what I'm saying? You're miserable. But it's that good kind of miserable. You don't respect a thug, brother. What's going on? All right. It's when you living over. If anybody's ever experienced what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying. I was once upon a time I was in Esau's military, and we would have to go out. You know what I'm saying? Go out in the bush and whatnot. And some of those times was was some hardship. When I say hardship, you're exposed to the elements. You know what I'm saying? You're laying on not concrete. You're laying on the ground basically, essentially. You know what I'm saying? You're building a shelter to shield you from the elements and whatnot. And if it rains, it rains. Oh well. You know what I'm saying? If you on duty and you got to be out, guarding the post. If it rains, it rains. You know what I'm saying? Put a poncho on. Put something on to it doesn't keep you dry, but it minimizes. You not even going to say minimize. It lessens you from getting wet. You know what I'm saying? If it's snowing outside, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Oh well. The training must go on. There's a saying that they used to say: if it ain't raining, it ain't training. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the Bible says it is better to be in, some sort of conditions as that than it is to be, you know what I'm saying, in the house with a quarrelsome wife, right. A nagging, no good. I'm not talking about the sisters up in the school. Let's get that straight. Right. and you can find a jewel, you know, that's out in the mud, that's not in the school. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't put my money on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for the most part, no one wants to be a part of that.
Right.
Nobody wants to be a part of that. And then the women, like seriously, do y'all really want to be nagging like that?
Right.
And honestly, nagging, that's just one thing. That's not even like, I would rather take a nagging woman over what Cardi B did. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have someone just is incapable of shutting the hell up than to have someone to try and embarrass me in front of the whole world.
Right.
Like in the most disgusting way, like Cardi B did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I remember when they were together, you know what I'm saying, and things were good. She was speaking so highly of him.
Yep.
So highly of him. When no one believed in her, he kept building her up, saying, you're gonna break, giving her advice, giving her motivation, you know, giving her tips and help and everything. And this is what she do. This is what she do. Like, really? And then to go on and brag about it.
Right.
Brag about it. Scripture, read that scripture again, Baba Shaw.
Proverbs 21 and 9.
Let's get Proverbs 21 and 9. Man, and let me make a disclaimer. We're talking about whores here. You understand? If there's a saying that says, if you throw a rock at a pack of dogs, the one that howls is the one that got hit. Anybody who's offended by this, you know, hey, you may need to take a look inwardly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Slakia. Back when Game of Thrones was on, I was dealing with I was dealing with somebody, right? No, it wasn't Game of Thrones. It was what was the name of that damn show? Walking Dead. Anybody seen Walking Dead?
Seen it before, not all of it.
All right. Well, I mean, it's really in the beginning. I was saying how, if anybody knows who these characters are, it was one character that was best friends with the main character, right? They thought he was dead because, you know, it's The Walking Dead. You know, the place got overrun with zombies. So he took his best friend's wife and kid and got them out because he thought he was dead, right?
Right.
Turns out he wasn't dead, and he was, you know, they all found each other. Like, hey, you know, we met up again. Come to find out, you know, when he thought he was dead, he was banging his wife, right? In the truth, that's now that dude's wife. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's now his wife. Okay, whatever. But the dude was like, nah, I'm back. That's my woman, right? Whoever yeah. Whoever is siding with that one character who tried to kill his best friend for the woman,
Right. Shalom.
is making horrible decisions.
Right.
And she, if anybody has seen the Walking Dead, they y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And if y'all hadn't seen it, well, you know, that's just like the first season. It's like 50 of them now. It's like 50 seasons of them now. But anyway, read that scripture, Baba Kashaw.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 9. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman.
It is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman. It is better to be way up there, way by yourself, than to deal with, you know, a brawling woman. It's not just a nagging woman, you know what I'm saying, who's using the mouth. A brawling woman is using her hands and feet and dishes and anything she can, and pots and pans and hot grits and whatnot. That's a brawling woman. It's better to dwell in by yourself than to deal with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even that, you know what I'm saying? That's it, the scripture is not saying you should leave her.
Right.
You done laid with her, that's yours forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get rid of it.
Right.
Lawfully. You can't get rid of it. That is yours forever. But and the scripture is saying it's better to just dwell in up in the attic by yourself than to deal with this woman. Now, how can you avoid that? It's all in the choosing. It's all in the choosing. There's signs. There's always signs in there. You know what I'm saying? Like with the topic of discussion. Cardi B. I got first. I mean, she was already. Had a first, album out, first few singles out. She was already on that show, but I didn't know anything about that. I got introduced to her by, scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or something like that, and she was on a live, and I saw a clip of what she was talking about on live. Of course, I had heard the name before, but I didn't know who she was, and the things that she was discussing on live, I'm like, yo, who is this chick and why is she doing this? Why is she talking like, and I'm looking at, like how many people was live with her. I'm like, why does she have so many people, listening to her talk like this? I was like, yo, I wasn't in the truth at the time, but still, I'm like, yo, that's indecent.
Right.
That's indecent.
Right.
That was on par with Michelle and Shannon. Salakia. Right. Don't you run from me. I don't know if that was real. I don't know. He said it was, but anyway. But yeah, it was on par with that. That was my introduction to Cardi B. And then, that's, right at that around that time, she started blowing up. I'm like, yo, this. Why would you want to wife that?
Right.
Why would you want to bring that home to your moms? Like, hey, yeah, this. Right. Look what I got. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, look what I got. I want you to meet my mama. Look, yo, yeah. And he knew who she was.
Right.
Before anybody else really knew who she was. And this is the stuff that she talks about freely and openly. Just imagine the stuff that she's not, freely and openly talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh. Nasty work. And it was before, all this stuff came out. Drop that. Give me. Let me get another one. Let me get another one because we know. Give me 21:9. Let's see what 21:9 says. I don't know what that. Hold on. Give me Proverbs 21:9.
Proverbs 21:9. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop.
See, that's another one. Is that the same one? Oh, see, that was my first one. Salakia. That was my first one. Yeah. Give me 27:15. Proverbs 27:15. We got anything online?
Just sign-ins. Just got to sign in right now.
And Barack, just to let you know, it didn't have a lot of juice when I turned it on. So keep an eye on that.
Got
it. You got it, brother?
Common concept.
Let's hear what this has to say.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
A continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike.
Yo, there was a series I was watching called Vikings, right? And they had a lot to do with like Viking mythology and whatnot, and you know the Viking gods and whatnot. Well, there was this one god that was punished by Zeus and whatnot for disobeying him, and the punishment was he was tied to tied to a rock, and there was a drop that just kept coming on his head, you know what I'm saying, for eternity, you know what I'm saying? And that was a punishment for one of the characters in the show. But just imagine, like, it's very annoying just to have, just to hear a leaky faucet, you know what I'm saying? Right. Just throughout the day, throughout the night, it'll drive you crazy. If it's raining outside and the rain, collects and like kind of just drips down at one spot, or there's a leak in the roof or something like that, and it's just continual dripping and you can't stop it, man, that'll drive you bananas. The Most High said, read that part again.
A continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. And
a contentious woman is alike. Is alike, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I hear women say, that's you're when men say, hey, when men say something logical and women want to refute that, a lot of the time it's not really a logic based argument. It's based off of emotion. Right. And when they don't see it the logical way, they try and make it like, hey, well, you just can't take a strong woman's opinion or a woman with an opinion.
Right.
When the shortest distance between two objects is a straight line, why are we arguing that? Right. And then when you argue that, you're like, well, you just were threatened. That's what they say. You're just threatened by by an opinionated woman. I just have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. No, it's just like a continual drip on a rainy day. You're just being contentious just to be contentious. Right. You know what I'm saying? I've even had sisters say, that they would just start fights just to, feel something. Like you're broken if you do that. Right. Absolutely broken. Why do you want to start a fight just because? Right. Just because? No. Right. No, that is dysfunction and is broken. You're broken. Now I'm gonna get to the flip side as well, because a horrible decision, that Cardi B horrible decision, is not just Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Right. That was a lot of Offset as well. Right. That was we're gonna get to that half too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just but right now, she's the one that made that decision to lay with another man and honestly, she just had the baby. Like, how far along was she? I don't even want to know.
Nasty work.
I don't even want to know. Read the next verse, Baba Kashawn.
Whosoever hideth her, hitteth the wind, and the ointment of his right hand, which bewrayeth itself.
All right, well, drop that. Get me, what was this? 27? Give me 7 and 24. Give me 7 and 24. Sisters, man. There was a lot. there was a man above me who said something and it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt. It kind of hurt just because you know what I'm saying, number one, the truth hurts.
Right.
the truth absolutely hurts. Sometimes it could be a relief, like knowing that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's a relief, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, and the promises belong to us and nobody else. That's a relief. But what hurts is that we have to get rid of. I ain't gonna say it hurts. It is a painful process. Like, anybody ever broke a bone before?
Yeah.
You know, when you break a bone, it hurts, and you don't want nobody to touch it. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch it. Is as sensitive as it can be. Don't touch it. But in order for it to heal properly, what does the doctor have to do? They have to not only touch it, they have to set it back in place, because it's broken and it's going, you know what I'm saying? Your legs is one leg is going that way and the other one is going like that. You know what I'm saying? So not only they have to touch it, but they have to set it, pull it, and put it back in place. You know what I'm saying? And something like that can, you know, can cause you to, you know, do some things that make you beside yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But knowing that we are the children of the promise, and we have been so thoroughly destroyed, we have to fix ourselves. What does that mean? That means getting off of drugs. You know what I'm saying? Stop being alcoholics. You know what I'm saying? That's physical, you know. You're breaking physical addictions where you know what I'm saying, I don't know if you ever seen people who are coming down off of, you know, or trying to get clean, you know what I'm saying, whether it's drugs or alcohol, you know, it's like a physical thing that they go through, you know what I'm saying, and it's just it's sad to see, you know what I'm saying. And then you got something that's mental, you know what I'm saying. They may have been you know, assaulted in the past, or when they was, you know, young, and they have to, you know, revisit that and heal that process. And that process takes, you know, it's not just an overnight thing. It takes some time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before we even knew the truth, you know what I'm saying, we were covering that you know, that hurt up, that anger up with more hurt and more anger.
Right.
But now that we know the truth, you know, we have to take that, go to the doctor, go to the Most High, come to the Most High, and he has to set that bone back in place so that we can heal properly. Setting that bone back in place, you know what I'm saying? Stop smoking weed. Stop whoring our sisters out, so that they won't become like Cardi B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they won't become so they won't become like Megan Thee Stallions.
Right.
So they won't become like, man, this is ton of the what's that Superhead. Why do we know, we all we all know who Superhead is, but we don't know her real name. You know she got kids. Imagine your like, yo, imagine you going to the, you know what I'm saying, you going to the 7th grade now, and somebody coming up to you and saying, hey, your mama is Superhead.
Nasty word.
I know you're like, what are you talking about? Now we're about to fight.
Right.
We're not about to fight over a lie. We're about to fight over the truth.
Right. Yeah, that's nasty word.
Like, yo,
He said
we're about to fight over the truth. And then every kid has a phone now. They're gonna pull it up. You coming into the locker room, and everybody huddled around, and then they see you and they start laughing. And then you see what they looking at. Oh God. Yo. talking about horrible decisions.
That's right.
Horrible decisions. But like I was saying, man, the man above us, he told us that, you know, our generation, this and it hurt. It hurt. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt.
Right.
It hurt to hear it.
That's right.
Hurt to hear it. He says, you know, this generation, we're gonna be the ones with the whores. We got the whores.
Right.
Our sons, you know what I'm saying? Lord allow my son, your son, your son, Lord allow, you know, will not have to deal with the superheads. Will not have to deal with the Cardi B's. Will not have to deal with the Meg Thee Stallions. You know what I'm saying? Will not have to deal with none of these type of women. Why? Because we're getting the bones set now. You know what I'm saying? We're fixing the family to whereas, you know, the man, the little boy, and the little girl in the house has someone to look up to and has someone to answer to.
That's right.
They're not just gonna go astray and do whatever the hell they want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a little Offset or it's a little Cardi B, they're gonna have someone to answer to. No, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna you know, bang all these women and just throw them away. Promise them the world that they're gonna be safe and they're gonna be taken care of forever, and then you just drop them off. Nah, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna drug men with the promise of you know, of laying with them and then take all their money. Because that's what Cardi B said. She admitted this. She says she's done this several times.
Right.
While she was in a strip club. She was in a strip club selling them the fantasy, getting them drunk, and then saying, hey, you go back to my place, you know, we can do whatever. And then she gives them that pink cocaine. I don't know if it was a pink cocaine, but she gives them that baby oil. Apparently, there's some drugs. It was drugs in the baby oil. Apparently, allegedly, it was drugs in the baby oil. So whatever. But she was drugging these men and then, you know, robbing them. Like who thinks of stuff like this?
Right.
But you know what? You know whose fault is that? That's Esau's fault.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the charge goes to him.
That's right.
Why was she even in a position to even think about doing something like that? You know what I'm saying? Why was she even in that type of, you know, that headspace? Like, hey, well, you know, I got to get this money anywhere I can. I heard, you know, some stories where she was put out of, you know, her house, then she went to her boyfriend's house, and then they was put out of there. No wonder she was doing anything that she could to try and, you know, keep a roof over her head.
Right.
But even in that thing that she was trying to do, she made horrible decisions.
Right.
Horrible decisions. And here we are talking about how nasty her tail is. Ugh.
Right.
What I got you holding?
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 24.
All right, read that.
Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth.
So this is exactly what I was bringing out. You know what I'm saying? We're the generation to actually, you know, because there's more and more, especially Black, Hispanic, and Native American, Indian fathers in the house.
Right.
That's better than you know, 2 or 3 generations ago when you know, there was no fathers in the house. There was even no fathers in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That's better. But what Commander General Yahanna is raising up is not just Black fathers, Black priests.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the house.
Right.
Black priests in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Black priests in the building.
Right.
You know how powerful that is. Hey, you know, you got an official priest. I'm from you know, New York, where you know, the buildings go up, you know, 20 and 30 floors. You know what I'm saying? And huge buildings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just having one priest in there. You know how powerful that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think you understand how powerful that is. Anything can happen, you know, anywhere. Just imagine if you want a, you know, Boeing 747 and, you know, it's everybody else's time to go, but the Most High is like, you know what? Nah, the priest is on there. We ain't gonna let him go. Now, everybody is saved because that one priest is on that flight. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine, you know, and like I said, you know, Command General Yahanna said this, you know, multiple times. Courage is contagious.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
When you're actually a light in darkness, man, that's contagious. You're gonna be like, you know, I ain't like to put it like this, but like a moth to flames. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be attracting your people.
Right.
Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when the scripture is saying this, read that from the top again. For 24.
Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth.
And attend to the words. So listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? This is not just for, you know, your immediate family. This is for our people. You know what I'm saying? The same thing I'm telling the people out there in TV land and YouTube land and Facebook land. I'm telling my son.
Right.
I'm telling my son. He's getting this knowledge firsthand.
That's right.
He don't know what he got. He don't know what he got, but you know what I'm saying? Quick story. I was telling my son, you know what I'm saying? I was telling my son, like, I had like I ain't gonna say it was like a knowledge vomit. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking, you know, like, hey, you know, and he was just like, you know, he was whatever. Like a year or two later, this is like probably about 2 weeks ago, right? He called me and he was like, hey, guess what? I was like, what happened? He was like, I just got 100 on my test. I'm like, okay, that's cool. What subject was it on? And he was like, it was like a pop quiz on like history. And he was like, most everybody failed. I'm like, why is that? It's like, because they didn't teach anything on the subject. So how did you know? It's like, you told me about it. Everything that was on that test, I remember you telling me about that. I'm like, oh, you're actually listening. He actually listened to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? So when we talking, it's not only just when we're talking, it's our actions.
Right.
When the people see us doing, and it's not just, you know, our family or, you know, our kids or anything. It's our coworkers. You know what I'm saying? It's our you know, our friends, the people who we see, who see us, you know, walking down the block to go to the corner store. You know what I'm saying? Who knew that we used to smoke, or we used to you know, get whores or whatnot. Who you know, we used to be alcoholics, drunk on the street. Now they don't see none of that stuff anymore. They'll be like, it's something different. Like I haven't seen you drunk. I don't even remember the last time I seen you drunk stumbling out. You know what I'm saying? Now I see you with the same girl. You know what I'm saying? Right. You look healthy. Right. You know what I'm saying? You look stronger. Mm-hmm. You don't look dazed and out of control. Right. What are you doing? What's your secret? The secret is the white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? And only one man taught me that. That's Commander General Yahanna. That's right. You want to know what I got? Just come on over to class. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna teach you what you know what I'm saying. There's some men that's teaching me how to, you know how to be an upright priest. Right. Keep reading.
Let not thy heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths.
So let not thy heart decline. I mean, don't don't listen to her, you know, her ways of you know, going down that path. We all know that, you know, there's certain things that a woman can say, and you know she may be right. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to admit it or not, you know she may be right. But that thing that she's telling you to do that you know it ain't right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That you know it ain't. Hey, she making some collard greens, and you told her to put some turkey neck bones, but she put some ham hocks in it. Like,
Right.
bit slacky. I done told you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or she'll you'll tell, you know, you'll tell the family, hey, my daughter can't wear these types of clothes. And then when you're not around, she go out and buy, you know.
Right.
No. Don't let your heart decline to her ways.
That's right.
You're the standard.
That's right.
Anything that goes wrong is your fault.
Right.
Anything that goes right is your fault.
Right.
You're the head of the man is the head of the household. Now, I'm not saying she can't be held accountable for what she's done, but the Most High is going to hold you accountable first.
Right.
He's going to hold me accountable first for what's going on in the house. He's going to hold Barack, you know, accountable first for what's going on in the house. Right. So don't listen to Eve and say, hey, you know, we could wear this little, you know, hat, you know, that covers, you know, our head like that, and then face the east and then bow down 5 times a day.
That's right.
And, you know, you can wear the same, you know, garment that I'm wearing. I like to call it a dress. Mm-hmm. You can wear that same thing too. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we could celebrate my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, when it's your birthday, I'll do something special for you. That special is the same thing you get on a normal Tuesday. What's so special about it? I done had it 37 times this month. What's so special about it?
That's right.
On just another regular old day. Slacker. I may have crossed the line, but hey, let's keep reading.
For she have cast down many wounded.
She got many bodies on her. And I'm not talking about the gangster bodies. She got bodies on her. And she never picked up a gun. That's troublesome. You don't, man, when the man above me said that, I was like, it hurt my heart. It hurt my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, being the truth, you know what's righteous. You know what I'm saying? You know what the kingdom of heaven looks like. You know what the kingdom of heaven looks like. And yet you're gonna have to, you know, sweep someone like next door. There was a house. This house next door. Right. A little while ago, not too long ago, that house was dilapidated. The house was not looking like that. The thing looks now. Someone had to come in there and clean it up and rebuild it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I go by and look at, you know, I see some like abandoned, you know, houses or abandoned buildings and whatnot that's boarded up, or, you know, it's dilapidated. The roof is all come off and whatnot. And I see what it could be, but who's going to go in there and clean up all the gunk? Right. Not too many people that want to do that or is willing to do that, but that's our job. We need to go into our people, into our community, and clean up the gunk. You know what I'm saying? We need to grab our people who is in bad shape and bad condition and clean them up, just like the men above us came over and cleaned us up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you, if I could tell you how filthy I was before, you know what I'm saying? I killed that old man. Now it's our turn to do that to the next generation.
That's right.
And what I want to say, I'm not going to say until the kingdom comes, but we're going to continue doing that through the kingdom.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Until you know, there's newborn babes, you know what I'm saying? And they're clean from the jump.
Right.
Imagine being in a society where your kids don't even know what pork tastes like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What shellfish tastes like. What is a birthday? What's that? You know what I'm saying? We're counting ages by Passovers.
Right.
How about that? You know what I'm saying? How many Passovers? I'm about 18 Passovers in. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. All right. I'm only about 13 Passovers. You know what I'm saying? That's something different. Where we won't know what, you know, Christmas is.
Right.
But in order to do that, we're gonna have to clean ourselves up.
Right.
We're gonna have to go into them abandoned houses, you know what I'm saying, abandoned communities, and clean out our brothers and sisters,
Right.
so that we can have a righteous kingdom.
Right.
Is that any more in that verse?
Come, sir.
Read it from the top one more time, Baruch Shah.
For she hath cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her.
Many strong men have been slain by her. That's not a good look. That is not a good look. Ill.
Right.
Ill. Yeah. That pH balance is off.
Good night.
Many men.
Many
men. Yo.
That's the word.
That's bad. That's bad. Keep reading.
For she hath cast down. Sir. 27. Her house is the way to hell.
Her house is the way to hell. Now, what does that hell look like? That hell looks like what Offset is
Right.
dealing with right now. That's hell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she, according to her, she may be a great many things, but I'm not gonna say I won't put it past her to lie, but she just doesn't strike me as, you know, someone who just, you know, just lies. You know what I mean?
Right.
If she's gonna admit to having sex, like laying with a man while she's pregnant, there's not much other things she wouldn't be truthful about, right?
Right.
So she was talking about how she had called him for the first time in, like, you know, a while, and he was really happy to talk to her, but she just wanted to get some information on the school, you know, for the kids or whatnot. But he was saying he was happy. Brother, he still loves her. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kanye West. I forgot about that dude. And that whore Kim Kardashian. He made a horrible decision.
Right.
He made a horrible decision. Man, yo. Oh man, I was telling Officer Kazak this. Yo, maybe I shouldn't say this.
Maybe I should.
Maybe I will. So I had this ride, right? And it was this dude's name on the ride, right? He called me. He was like, "Hey, I'm across the street." I look over, see him. Bucky Huey. Go over there, and I see him, and then I see this woman there. He opens the door, and she gets in. So he just ordered it for her, right? She gets in the car, you know, say we bouncing, right? She gets a call. She puts it on. I don't know what's up with this generation. Like, y'all don't like putting the phone to the ear, Why everybody gotta be like this? Why everybody gotta be like this? Yeah. But anyway, I had to hear this. I was totally invested in this story. I ain't gonna lie. I damn near turned the radio down, just like I was listening. I was listening. So you know, it was a dude on the phone, and he was like, you know, I just seen you, and she was like, well, I seen you too. I'm like, what? Okay. So I guess you know, that was the jump off that just ordered a ride, right?
Right.
And it was. They was living together. There was, you know, having some issues and whatnot. From my understanding, she didn't even wash the other dude off of her. And the dude accepted her back.
Mm-hmm.
The phone conversation ended with them getting a separate place. And I love you. Horrible decisions, man.
Right.
Horrible decisions. Like yo, you see this woman coming out of a stranger man's house, and you don't. Not only do you don't confront. He didn't confront him because he said he seen him, but he waited till she got in the car, and as soon as she got in the car, he called. Like our people, both her and him, destroyed.
Right.
That land is is greatly polluted.
Right.
You don't want that.
Right.
It's not yours anyway.
Right.
Not anymore. So like, not anymore. That's not you. That's not you. But then again, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, condoning her by any means. But what in the hell did he do to make, I ain't gonna say to make her, to think that it was okay for her to do that?
Right.
What did he do? Give me Ecclesiastes 26, and I'm gonna tell you where to go. Ecclesiasticus 26. What in the world did he do? What in the world did Offset do to make her think it was okay to have relations with another man while she was carrying another man's seed, and then brag about it?
Right.
And then brag about it. What in the world did he do? What did he do? Now, what Cardi B did is totally and outright, you know, disgusting. That's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? It's a horrible decision. Now I'm gonna be saying that all day long. Horrible decision.
Right.
But what in the world did, you know, made, you know, what got her to that point where, you know what, in order for me to hurt him the way he hurt me, I'm going to do this disgusting and wicked thing.
Right.
Like I don't even like I've known some, you know, despicable people, but I don't think I know anybody who would do that.
Right.
And if I do know somebody who would do that, don't, you know, tell me, because I don't want to know you no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I do not want to know you no more. Start me verse 23.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman,
Cardi B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion.
Right. That's right.
Superhead, who's apparently, I think she was either married or used to be married to Eddie Winslow.
Right.
Well, no, used to be married because now he's with a man.
That's right.
He's with a man that looks like a woman. Come on, Eddie Winslow.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Eddie. Yo, Hollywood is. If that's what you got to do to get, you know, no, man, y'all can have all of that.
That's right.
I don't. Oh, I don't want none of it. I don't want none of it. Like, why do you have to do that to be an actor, to be a movie star? You know what I'm saying? Right. Or not even a movie, or because Eddie Winslow's not a movie star, but you know what I'm saying? Why does that have to be?
Right.
Why? It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's totally outrageous. Outrageous.
That's right.
A wicked woman. Read that from the top again.
A wicked woman.
Cardi B. Keep going.
Is given as a portion to a wicked man.
A wicked woman is given to a portion. Cardi B is given as a portion to Offset, a wicked man. Mm-hmm. Now, there's only I think she's accusing him of a ton of things, but one of the things I hear is that she's accusing him of is smashing her friends. Is that it? Is that right? Like, dude. Man, our people are destroyed. Absolutely. Our people are absolutely destroyed. And I'm not saying that because I'm saying he shouldn't have smashed her friends. What I'm saying is he wasn't a man enough to tell her, hey, a man can have more than one wife.
Right.
He felt he had to hide it,
right.
Which means he's a coward. He's an absolute coward. He's taken after the oppressor. The oppressor has to hide, things that, have to hide everything.
Right.
Now, what he did was wrong because one, he hid it. Number two, he was throwing them away.
Right.
The Most High does not want that. He does not want you to throw away the daughters of Zion. And honestly, I don't even know if it is the daughters of Zion. Right. They in that, they're in that world. They're in that world. So he must be into a whole lot of mess. Must be in a whole lot of mess.
That's right.
I'm not saying that he was, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was in one of them other, freak offs.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've learned just only recently not to defend anybody and that's not in the truth. Seriously.
Right.
Don't if you're in the truth, just don't defend people that's not in the truth because you don't know what in the hell they're doing. You don't know if they're getting high. You don't know what demons they have because they don't even know they have demons, and if they don't know they have demons, they're not fighting them.
Right.
The demon told Diddy to tell another man to take that, or you're not getting this contract.
Right.
If he didn't know he had a demon, he was like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to tell him to do that. And guess what? Diddy did all those things.
That's right.
Did he do it? Yes, he did. Allegedly. I got to say allegedly because nothing has been proven in court. And you're not taking me down. You know what I'm saying? But a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Right.
If anybody who has a wicked woman, you have to look at yourself.
Right.
I had to.
Right.
I had to. And then when that man above me who said, we had to deal with it, we have to deal with the whores. I'm like, well, it's our job to fix them. It's our job to fix them. You know what I'm saying? We have to make them into daughters, into princesses. That's our job. Literally. That's what we do. We take the drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? We take the dope fiend. We take the bangers, the gang bangers. We take the con men, who better known as what do they call them, Brock? Finesses. We take the strippers, the scrippers. Now you know. We take the scrippers, you know what I'm saying? We take we take the thief,
right,
and we clean them up.
That's right.
That's literally our job. You know what I'm saying? And then we teach them how to not be those things that they once were.
Right. That's right.
Why? Because the oppressor has put that on us. Right. We teach them how to never make horrible decisions ever again.
That's right. That's right.
Part of that is just getting in all black.
That's it.
Learning the things that you do not know, what you do not know, and having someone teach you what you should say, what you should do, whom you should pick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whom you should lay with. Don't even think just because you're a grown man. Don't think that the things that you were doing was right. Once I came in here, even the right things that I thought I was doing, like I knew I was doing a whole ton of wrong things. You know, I knew I was doing a whole ton of wrong things, but the things that I thought I was doing right, I was doing wrong.
Right.
I was absolutely wrong. I was just like, so, all right, okay. Even that's wrong. So all right, what should I do?
Right.
What can I do? And once you humble yourself and learn how to learn how to follow orders,
right,
man, you'll be on top. You'll be on top. You'll be in the runnings, you know what I'm saying, for earning a crown when Christ comes back.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to endure it to the end. Right. You got to endure it to the end. Keep reading.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. Right. Now, this is very important, because if Christians all say that they love God and they fear God, which is both a lie. Right. They do not love him and they do not fear him. Right. Because they know it. Well, they don't know. But if they did know that the Most High would slaughter them and their family for doing something like this, if Cardi B was in the kingdom and she laid with another man while she was pregnant, and this came out while she was pregnant, her and her child will be gone.
That's right.
That's the fear of the Lord. Like if you think, hey, if I do this, I can go in the most horrible way.
Right. In
front of everybody.
Right.
It'll not just be a story that people will talk about. It's going to be in front of everybody. Mm-hmm. Well, I think the punishment for it is stoning.
That's right.
It's not. Let me not say punishment. That's the judgment. The judgment for committing adultery is stoning.
Right.
Yep. Stoning. With the advent, like people, I know people know what World Star Hip Hop is, right? The Shade Room. This 1,000 Faces of Death for the old school folk. You know what I'm saying? Anybody ever seen a stoning? Someone getting stoned? Has anybody ever seen that? Seriously? No? Have you?
I might have seen a video before. I can't remember.
You must not have seen it. You must not have seen it. Have you seen it?
I'm saying no, sir.
I've seen it and I remember it. I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, man, these folks I don't even want to, but a stone is basically they take rocks and throw it at you until you're no longer breathing. And I've seen that thing, and man, just to let you know, the body is really resilient. Yeah. Very, very resilient. Yep. And it tries to keep you alive as long as possible. Even when there's a bunch of rocks, not stones. I'm talking about, rocks as big as this. Not underhanded toss. Throwing it with all their might. All they might. You ever got hit in the arm with a rock? Aha! That's just one. Imagine the whole town doing it. Man, Man. Yeah. Yeah.
Stoning is insane.
Yeah. That's the punishment. And that tail, there's no tail is going to be as good, to endure that.
Right.
There's none. There is none. Now, if she felt wronged or wronged, and if she feared God, she would have went to an authority that both of them submitted to, and say, he did this, this, and this, and they were like, well, hey, did you do this? Is this true? What you did?
Right.
Is that the whole story? Because she's just telling her side. Is there a reason why you did this? And then the judges would hear the matter, and they would say either you're right or you're right. And the judgment is this. Shalom. You know what I'm saying? And that would be the end of it. Don't come back to me with the same nonsense. That's the end of it.
Right.
And then no one will get stoned. You know what I'm saying? The issue will be fixed right then and there.
Right.
No one will be stoned. We won't be talking about, Cardi B doing some disgusting manner, you know what I'm saying? And then broadcasting it out to the world. Only thing that we'll be broadcasting is her demise.
Right.
Along with the dude that did it, his demise as well. If you feared the Lord, you would take that into account and be like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to do that.
That's right.
I don't want to do that. But now that we don't have, there is no system of that in place right now. People think, you know what?
Right.
Read that from the top again.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Right.
A dishonest.
What was that? The new chapter?
Concept. Comment on my concept. It was 24.
Hold on. Drop that. Give me Ecclesiastes 8:3. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 3. I should say hold that one, yeah. Because we're gonna come right back to that. Ecclesiastes 8 and 3. I don't know why I don't, remember this off the top of my head. Because I go to this a lot. You got it?
Come on.
All right, read that.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 3.
11. Salakia.
Verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
So it says because, you're not getting judged right then and there. You know what I'm saying? God is not striking you down right then and there. That's what Christians, Christians think that just because, God's not, punishing you or executing judgment right then and there. Number one, that's grace. I'm just letting you know right now. That's a time for you to get your crap together. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't get your crap together, you don't get your stuff together, judgment is going to be met.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look at David. David committed a sin against the Most High God. And he was paying for it for the rest of his life. Once, and even from the time of his, the prophet coming to him and telling him his judgment actually, I would say between the first and the second judgment was a long time, because the first one was the first son was going to go. First son got to go. Blood got to be met with blood. And that was a little baby. You know what I'm saying? Days or months old. It was a little baby. That baby had to go. Most High said, you took one of my sons, I'm going to take your son.
Right.
And then he the Most High took that baby, right? That was right then and there. Years later, probably decades later, that's when all the the dominoes start falling. Boom, 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 boom. So he lived a good long, you know what I'm saying? He had a good period of you know, I ain't gonna say peace because he was always at war, but anyway, the Lord was with him, but he had a good time where, like, hey, he probably thought maybe I might get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was just enough. Nope. If you don't know the story of David, his son, you know what I'm saying, essayed his daughter. His other son murked that son. Then that son tried to, you know, murk him and took his throne and made him go on a run, and then took all his wives in front of everybody. And then his best friend killed his son. Like, yo, that's tough. That's a tough life. All for some tail.
Right.
All for some tail. Sisters, y'all think y'all don't have no power? Y'all, yo, there's some wise brothers and some strong brothers, you know what I'm saying? Some warriors that will risk it all for some tail. Read that from the top one more time.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
It's fully set in them to do evil. Just because, you know, the punishment for, you know, witchcraft is getting burned at the stake. And when I say witchcraft, I'm not talking about, you know, some old white woman with a long nose and a mole and a long hat, you know, stirring a big pot. I'm talking about a nigga in the kitchen with a do-rag over a small pot, you know what I'm saying? Or cutting up some powder. Or out in the greenhouse, out in the fields, you know what I'm saying, growing some weed.
Right.
That's a drug dealer. That's a witchcraft. That's witchcraft. Right. Just because you know they're doing that and they're not getting burned at the stake, they're gonna move more weight. They're gonna push more weight. That's right. They're gonna eliminate their ops, their competition, so that they can move in and get more money and push more weight and get more money. And whore out more daughters of and sons, Salakia, of Zion. Just because they're not getting, you know, the punishment is not getting executed immediately, they're gonna keep doing this. Just because, hey, I'm not getting stoned. Cardi B is like, hey, I'm gonna bang this dude out, and I'm pregnant. How long has Diddy been doing what he's been doing? How long has Diddy been diddling? A long time. Right. Just the thing with Cassie was 10 years. That's just with Cassie. You know what I'm saying? He didn't start doing that when he got with her. He already had that mentality. Right. He was already doing that thing. He was diddling for, you know, over a decade, probably 2. And it just now catching up with him. Right. Read that from the top one more time.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Fully set in them to do evil. Right.
Just because we don't get punished immediately, we think we done got away with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anybody have anything? I can go on and on about, you know, this wickedness, you know, this vile crap that's been going on. But anybody got any questions? Any questions online? Comments online?
Sister Shella said, "Wow!" As you was breaking it down, once again, just looking at the spectrum of, you know, our sisters and just the bad decisions that's being made, the horrible decisions.
Yeah, exactly. The horrible decisions that's been made. Not only decisions, man. Offset and that nasty nigga who did it,
Right,
made some horrible decisions. Like why would you even?
That's shameful.
Well, yeah, with another man's seed, and they're like, yo,
That's shameful. Nasty work.
I want to say some other stuff, but that's not in. That's not in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna go there. But that's some nasty. That's gay.
Right. Yep.
Like you want to do this? Really? Why?
Yep.
Why? If she wanted to give you the tail, then you know what I'm saying. You can't wait 5 years. You can't get another woman. I ain't gonna say just wait.
Right.
You just can't get another one.
Right.
Like seriously, you just can't. You have to get this pregnant woman who's obviously suffering from some, you know, emotional breakdown.
Yep. Right.
You just have to do that. You are a disgusting, rotten, vile, you know, puke of a man. You're not even a man, and you don't deserve to be around the brothers.
Right.
I hope whoever it is gets outed and be like, hey, this is that nigga. And he needs to be ostracized. Like, hey, keep that nigga away from us. Yeah. That just reminds me of a story, but you know, I'll tell that story another time. I'll tell that story another time. But with that, I pass the class to Priest and Officer Barack.
Security announcements. All right. We are the I.S.U.P.K, the 1 West 125th Street of Harlem, New York, under Commander Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world after 6 months. If a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. In the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or a teacher. You have the priest fund. Free will off of a priest is not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation this Wednesday, you understand, October 2nd, we will be holding the memorial of blowing of trumpets. This is the first day of the 7th month. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. You understand, for all of your zones, anybody that's online, you would like to attend, you would like to donate, bring a dish, whatever the case may be. This is for Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian. You understand, just get in contact with the camp leader, you understand, over your zone if you want to attend and participate of any nature or donate. You understand? As well, you had the cookouts that was closing up. We're coming up to the end of the cookouts. We just ended out with this Southern California, the West Coast cookout. You understand, that took place. Give Commander Yahanna a hand on that one. You understand, all the brothers and sisters that helped make that event, you understand, glorious. You understand, upcoming next is the Houston cookout, and that's going to be October 31st through November 3rd. You understand, if you want to attend that, make sure that you reach out to your camp leader. Check out ISUPK.com. You understand, the dates is posted, any details is posted. You understand, just stay tuned for that. Once again, that's October 31st out in Houston to November 3rd. As well, we have the Lord's 56th annual Passover that's coming up out there in Atlanta. You understand, April 12th. You understand, get your funds together. your garments together, your headpieces together, all of those things of that nature is going down in Atlanta this year. This upcoming year is going down in Atlanta. You understand? If you want to attend, we'll say it's for Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, April 12th. All right. As well, Commander Yahanna going live tonight, 9 p.m. on the channels called The Real General Yahanna. Check that out at 9 p.m. Going live on the radio show. It's called The Real General Yahanna. Tune in, like, comment. You understand? Get that comment section nice and active. Is there anything you want to add on that as well?
No.
All right. All of these events as well. You can just check it out on ISUPK.com just in case you missed any of that. Check it out on ISUPK.com. All right. Remind Akim and Akwati to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a troop in the school, you have to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black hair, and a scarf. And with that, I say Imagine, which means to stand. All right. We'll give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak. How about Shimmy Al Shah Barak?
Yeah, how about Shimmy Al Shah Barak?
That's what's up. That's the switch.